I think for anyone planning to go to college or any sort of continued education after high school, I think it's important to realize that the challenges in life that you have through high school continue through college and continue through life after college. It's just what life's all about. So the more that we can do before these challenges hit us and become obstacles to our success, I think it's important for us to plan for those things. Here at LMU, we tend to concentrate on a number of things all the time, but three important things that we want to work with students with are their relationships that they have here, their ability to be resourceful, and their preparation. So as far as relationships go, we know those are important. The relationships you have in high school are important to you because they support you. The relationships you have in college are going to be equally important, if not more so. You're going to be around these folks within your majors and your minors and your field of interest, and you're going to lend help to them, and they're going to lend help to you when you have lots of homework and lots of group projects and class projects, and you're running from here to there trying to get lots of work done. You need relationships with your faculty, the folks that are teaching you in class. That's important because you want to be able to approach them and be comfortable approaching them, and they want to be comfortable approaching you. You want to be able to go to their office during office hours. These things sound very simple and common sense, but in the rush of college life, some of the common sense or simplest things can be forgotten. You want to be able to approach them when you're walking across the quad and see them and you have a question. So the questions you have are important, but getting them answered is very important. The relationship you have with your advisor is very important because they're going to help walk with you through the process of checking off all the classes you need in order to complete a degree. And that's the purpose of being at school, is to gain some competency in a field so that you can go out into the rest of the world and tell the world that I have this ability and this skill and this competency, and here's my official acknowledgement of it, and that opens all sorts of gates to you once you got into your career field. As far as being resourceful goes, you need to know where to go to find information that you need. A lot of times students can struggle and not know where to go to ask their question, and then they delay. The important thing is to get as comfortable as possible, going to people you're comfortable with and asking questions. And they may not know the answer, but if they're resourceful, they'll be able to point you in the right direction. So, and you're going to have questions because there's a lot of responsibility put on you as far as financial aid and applying for school and going through and working with your advisor and getting the proper classes completed and paperwork and policies and procedures and handbooks and all these things that you're given upon arriving to any college and you're responsible for. So you have to make the time to get comfortable and knowledgeable of all that information. So the more resourceful you are, added to the relationships you're building, that's a really strong foundation. Now, on top of that, we have preparation. Very important. What you're doing in high school right now or wherever you're studying prior to coming to college, the preparation that you take responsibility for is very important because, as the years progress and you get into your field of interest, classes become more and more intense. Now, if you're in a major that you love, that's important because it'll be hard work, but it'll be fun hard work. There's a difference between hard work that you hate and hard work that you love. And hopefully we can help you find a place that you love so that when you are challenged with lots of work, you're going, well, this is challenging, and it's supposed to be, but it's also fun because I'm driven and motivated by what I'm going to be doing once I earn this degree. So the preparation that you bring and the ability that you bring out of high school is important. And once you get to school, that preparation is very important. Sometimes recent graduates of high school say, well, I didn't have to study that much, or this is way more intense than I ever thought it would be. So believe us when you hear folks say that college is challenging and that it requires study and a really good handle on your time management and your ability to prioritize what to work on first and second and third and all the way down the long list of priorities. The second part of that preparation is that the classes you take your first semester are important in preparation for the second semester, and it compounds in itself as you're working towards your degree. So whether the class you're taking is in your major or not, maybe the general core requirements, it's important because it builds the foundation every semester up to where you're getting into your major, whether it's a nursing degree or you want to teach history or whether you want to work on the river in environmental science. All of those classes taken within that liberal arts general core is very important in building a strong foundation for what you'll be studying in your major. On top of all of this, we add the motivation that we get from career planning. We know that students who have a more and more focused idea of who they're going to become professionally tend to be more energetic and more enthusiastic about what they're doing in college because they have a goal out there that they're working toward. If you're not sure or you haven't declared a major yet, we can work with you with that and love to do that out of the Career Services Office. We know that the more focused your plans are, the better off you're going to be as you're going through each semester. So this is just a small, a couple of ideas that I think are important for you to consider. And on top of all of that even, we want you to have fun.